Terry McLaurin and the Commanders aren't even close. Now, I think they got to pay him. The quarterback is making nothing. Jaden Daniels is making nothing right now. You got Deebo Samuel, who's coming in making $20 million, probably, I think, right, on his deal. You can't have, even though this guy got traded to your team, you can't have Deebo Samuel making more money than Terry McLaurin in that room. News from the NFL. Let's get into it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It might be July, but there's plenty of news going around the league. Let's catch up on some of these big stories, Roberto.
Yeah, let's see what the big stories are here. I mean, it's just July. I don't know how, but the NFL can just create a storyline with anything. The kickoffs in 45 days. I mean, the first big story, which is unbelievable and the fans absolutely love, is that the Madden ratings come out. And think about this, Jules, and this just reminds me that I was on the cover of Madden 2017, which was super special. That just,
hell yeah,
you just triggered that memory. So that was really cool. So
you were in the 99 club, seven players in the 99 club.
Mm-hmm. 7 players this year. You got Saquon Barkley, Lane Johnson, Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Myles Garrett. Who do you think got snubbed there? Because those 7 players right there deserve it. Most surprising is Lane Johnson, just because he's an offensive lineman, but he deserves it because he has like a torn meniscus, quad, whatever it is, and he goes through it and he doesn't even deal with pain. He just fights through anything and just takes it out on his opponent. But it's really cool to see an offensive lineman on there. But who do you think got snubbed from this year's 99 club?
How is Patrick Mahomes not a 99?
It's a good point.
He literally had a depleted team last year.
Mm-hmm.
All of his receivers were hurt. His offensive line got shattered. They had 2 losses last year to go to the Super Bowl for a three-peat. This guy's not a 99? I think that's crazy. He's still the best player in football. Josh Allen and Lamar still haven't beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it mattered.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even have the teams. And I don't want to hear that Josh Allen don't have a team. I think that little Shakir dude's hella good. He got some playmakers. He's got 2 good tight ends. Yeah, great Cooks is over here running his back. He's running hard. Cooks had a great year. I mean, who do you think got snubbed? Do you think anyone got snubbed?
I mean, the Patrick Mahomes debate is very, a highly debatable subject right there, if he should be in the 99 club. And especially, I think so, because he helped me out with that T-Mobile commercial, actually, for the Friday Night 5G lights. He's part of it as well, that campaign. So he did a great job with me. So I'm just being biased now that he should be in the 99 club for just doing the high school campaign promotion. But who do I think? Those 7 guys are well-deserved. Derrick Henry's pretty beastly. He definitely should be up there, especially with all the years that he produced consistently. That's also, I feel like, what they're looking at is consistency. It's not like you can have one year where you ball and then you become a 99. I don't think it works like that at all. So Derrick Henry's been very, very consistent. So he's kind of a snub, I would say. He deserves to be a 99 at least once in his career, and I don't think he has been. So at least once. Who really no one else pops to my mind, currently. The D end from Pittsburgh and from Las Vegas Raiders. Max Crosby and TJ Watt. Like, those guys can definitely be 99s, especially, I mean, they're both became the highest paid players at, outside of a quarterback in league history this year at one point in the offseason. So they can both be 99s very easily. I mean, so it's just a debate. It's kind of like the NCAA. Who runs the NCAA? No one knows. Who makes the Madden ratings? No one has any single clue.
I think they probably know who makes the Madden rankings, but I don't know who runs the NCAA. I don't think anyone does. Talking the college, shout out to Dion, man. He beat cancer. We're thinking about you, Coach Prime. I mean, he got it all removed. Said he had calls with Randy during his fight. I mean, now he's cancer free and he's going to be on the sidelines. You expect nothing less from Coach Prime. You knew he was going to coach.
Huge shout out to Dion and not just what's going on with him with his health obviously we're all thinking about you, man, and we're glad that you're cancer free now, but also what he has done for the game of college football. He's brought so much awareness to the University of Colorado, and he's made it that much more fun to watch. Just imagine if Coach Prime wasn't there. I mean, you wouldn't be tuning into games majority of the time on Saturdays and feeling that action, having that anxiety of, all right, what's Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes going to do this week? So, Coach, we appreciate you on the field, off the field, and also we appreciate your fight and becoming cancer-free, because I'm sure you're going to inspire a lot of people out there that are going through it right now that do have cancer. So keep up the good work, and we're wishing you the best this year, and hopefully you win some games and keep making it exciting.
Heck yeah. Travis Hunter. Offense, defense, snap count is a headline. So far, 83 total snaps, 36 snaps on offense, 47 snaps on defense. Had some notable pass breakups, made some notable nice catches. Do you think he's going to be offense or defensive guy? Do you think this is going to continue having a balanced attack?
I really do think it's going to continue. Why I think so? Because he's putting it out there. He's manifesting that he wants to play both sides of the ball. And the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't just trade up to number 2 to just get him and not let him do what he wants to do. And he was saying it from the beginning, hey, I want to play both sides of the ball. And if Jacksonville listened to him in the pre-draft visits, and they know that he wants to do that and he's determined to want to do it, well, then they've already been showing, hey, here you go. We're going to have a balance going on throughout practice. You're going to have half the reps here, half the reps on defense and offense, and it's been working. He's been shining on both sides. I'm not there to say, hey, maybe he should just stick to offense or maybe he should just stick to defense, but this was their plan from the beginning. So why go off track if he's performing? It doesn't even have to be at a high level. He just has to be performing at a starting level, which it seems like he is. Jules, what do you think about this situation?
I think they're still trying to figure out what he's best at. I mean, that's what training camp's for. They're going to throw him out there as much as they can. They're going to see what his load management type is and how his body takes it. And then they're ultimately going to see what's best for the team. If Trevor Lawrence needs him on offense and Trevor Lawrence likes him a lot, then he's probably going to be on offense with, a package and third down on defense or in the red area in defense or vice versa. So I still think that they're trying to figure out, just like every other team with their rookies and their free agents, their newer players, they're trying to figure out what his strengths, his best parts are to his game and his weakest parts are to his game and how it can help the team. So, I think it's going to continue, but then I think he's going to stick to one side and have packages on the other. I don't think he'll play the whole game on both sides. I don't think his body will be able to sustain it.
I like what you're saying. I really do like the balanced attack right now. This, nitpick, what he's best at and what's best for the team. But in the end, I really do think what he is really better at, he'll be there full time. And then what he's not so good at, not as good as, if he's not as good as, being a wide receiver as he is a defensive back, then like you just said, he'll have packages, put in for him, which I think would be the best scenario for his long-term well-being in the NFL, is to have wide receiver packages, score some touchdowns in the red zone, and then be a full-time defensive back. And Jules, that's what I would have been. If I played defensive end, I would have been a killer. I would have gotten the quarterback. I was actually all-state defensive end in high school, and I only had 8 receptions my senior year as a tight end. But if I just played defensive end, and then it was like red zone, Brady would just wave me in and I would just go out there and score like 3 touchdowns a game, only have 12 offensive snaps. That would be legendary. That's
basically what Mike Vrabel did.
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, he was goal line package. There's a difference between goal line package and red zone package. I'm the red zone package. He's just the goal line package. He's the full package in the coaching world now. I can give him that. He's done it all.
We'll get into him.
Yeah, we'll get into him. But he ain't the Robbie G red zone pack. He's a solid fullback goal line package, taking him from the linebacker spot.
Yeah, I agree. He ain't no Robbie G. He's a hell of a football player.
No doubt about that.
No progress in the Micah Parsons contract talks in Dallas. Entering his final year of his rookie deal, this fifth-year option will pay him $24 million. Had 12 sacks last year. Fans chanting, which I could I thought I heard down in Oxnard, "Pay Micah, pay Micah" at camp. Do you think they'll come to a deal soon, Rob?
I think they'll come to a deal soon. And the Dallas Cowboys have actually already screwed themselves a few times this year, because if they got the deal done at beginning of the offseason, they're going to have to, they could have paid him a lot less than what they're going to have to pay him now. It's all working in Micah Parsons, favor, because Max Crosby signed as the highest paid player in the NFL that wasn't a quarterback. And then all of a sudden, Myles Garrett became the highest paid defensive end, and not just defense. He's a defensive end, but he became non-quarterback, but he's a DN, basically DN, just like Micah Parsons is. And then all of a sudden, it's TJ Watt now, who got highest paid contract of all time. That's not a quarterback. So if the Dallas Cowboys signed him before that, they could have saved a couple $1 million, but now he's going to have to be the highest paid eventually. So it's costing the Dallas Cowboys, the longer that they wait. But I do think a deal will get done in place, because he is kind of the face outside of Dak Prescott. He is kind of the face of the Dallas Cowboys, but he is Dak as on the defensive side of the ball. But what's crazy about this is just blatantly talking about it. We're coming from a different world, Julian. We played with the New England Patriots where lips were sealed, where you don't talk much to the media what's going on. So, and it's a different era as well. It's just mind blowing to me though, still, because we came up in that era with the Patriots, that they just talk about contracts to the media just like that. Imagine if that was happening with us when we were playing in our heyday, we would have been traded right on the spot, probably.
Yeah, but it's also changed.
Yes, it has.
It's other players do it and other players get rewarded with it. I think Jerry's probably doing some Jedi stuff right now, where Jedi mind tricks, where he probably wants him to be the highest paid guy, and he wants the last guy before the season starts. So then that's fresh in everyone's. I don't know. Jerry ends up always paying the guys. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
We have a question on here. Who'd you rather negotiate against, Bill or Jerry? Pays his guys. Bill would just get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather go with Jerry. It'll be longer, but Jerry gonna pay you. Jerry pay you.
Yep, he sure
Dak
does.
Prescott tore his ACL. Paid him, made him the highest paid player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? CeeDee Lamb, highest paid receiver. Ferguson just got paid. Mm-hmm. He's probably up there, one of the highest paid tight ends. I don't know the contract details, but he's getting cheddar.
I saw his contract details.
Was it good?
It was very fair. I think it was right at market value.
Jerry pays his guys. It just, maybe he doesn't care about paying a couple extra. Maybe he wants the headline of having the highest paid guy. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry don't care, because Jerry gonna pay him.
Great point.
Or is he gonna get? He's never got rid of the high name guy.
Mm-mm.
And Micah's the high name guy. When CeeDee Lamb was going through it, when Dak was going through it, you know what I mean? So
pay him. Pay Micah. Pay him.
The salary cap's only going up.
Might as well just get it done as soon as possible,
I know.
Might as well. So it's not a distraction anymore.
Sources also say Terry McLaurin and the Commanders aren't even close. Now, I think they got to pay him. The quarterback is making nothing. Jaden Daniels is making nothing right now. You got Deebo Samuel, who's coming in making $20 million, probably, I think, right, on his deal. You can't have, even though this guy got traded to your team, you can't have Deebo Samuel making more money than Terry McLaurin in that room.
Mm-hmm.
When Terry McLaurin, he's had 5 years of 100 catch seasons. He's been there since through 3 name changes. He's had unbelievable stats. He's clearly the number one favorite target of your young future quarterback. You got to pay this guy and get him happy. I love Terry McLaurin. I think he's a baller, and he's quiet. He does his shit. Doesn't say much about it, and he's got numbers. If you look, what are his numbers? What are his numbers?
He single-handedly kept the Commanders kind of in the game when they were facing the Philadelphia Eagles last year in the NFC Championship game. I mean, without him taking that slant to the house and versus an all-pro cornerback, Darius Slay, the Commanders would have been way out of that game, and they would have had absolutely no chance, in the championship NFC game.
He's had what? He's had 58, 87, 77, 77, 79, 82 catch seasons. I mean, he's averaging yards. He's getting the ball.
13 touchdowns last year. 13 touchdowns.
13. 13 touchdowns. You got to pay him. DK just got $33 million. Now, I would say these guys should have paid him earlier, as in the Commanders should have paid him more than, I mean, I don't ever question Jerry because Jerry always gets it done. And Jerry has that kind of power where he can do that and play. Like Micah's still at camp, right? Because so he knows he's probably going to get paid. He probably doesn't like how it's going down. Jerry's going to probably pay him. But, this I don't know. Like, you got to get Terry McLaurin happy. Get this guy, like, this is valuable time that your young quarterback going into year 2 needs with his star in camp, those reps together. He's not practicing, right?
Mm-hmm. How do you think this situation ends up?
I think they got to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now you can pay him.
Mm-hmm.
Debo's making 23 this year. What's McLaurin making?
Mm-hmm.
8?
8? Nah, he got a big deal a couple years ago, but nothing like what it is, to what these current wide receivers signed for.
15 million. That can be, cap hit's at 25, but it's still his cap hit is lower than what guys are making as salaries.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to extend him because then you can make that cap hit shorter this year.
Mm-hmm.
Base of 15. You make it $15 million this year.
And then if you do the little contract extension as well, you can actually probably lower that, salary cap hit that's 25 million and probably make it like 15 or 20 million, just depending on the smarts of the GM and how they move the money around. So
don't know how they do it, but they do it every time.
Yes, they do it every single time.
You extend them, make it less. Okay, I don't know how it goes, but you extend them, it makes it less. Let's kick it down the road. We never really have to worry about kicking it down the road because the salary cap is always going fucking high. Mm-hmm. All right, have we not been seeing what Howie Roseman's been doing? This guy pays everyone. He pays everyone and kicks it down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the salary cap just got $30 million more. It's crazy.
I
still don't get it. I still don't get the cap. I've been around this league now 15 years. Don't know anything about it. I was always told our teams had no money and no one got paid.
Expansion.
I was always told our teams never had money to pay anyone. No one had huge contracts. I look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Everyone has huge contracts. How do they have money? How?
Keep going, Jules. Expansion of the NFL into Europe. Even Spain now. Madrid even has a game now. They
got one.
That's how.
They're going to Germany. We're going to Australia next year. I think there's a Japan trip coming here soon.
South America.
Brazil, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We back in Brazil. Giants named Russell Wilson as their starting quarterback. Just talked to Daboll. I just called him.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "What do you need?" I go, "I don't need anything. I just want to see how you're doing. I just want to see how you're doing." And Daboll, he's just like, yeah. He's just excited for the season. The same guy always. Mm-hmm. And that's like a strength right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was calling on him like shit. And after giving their running back away, he wins MVP, Super Bowl, this, that. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of stuff for him, and they're in the hot seat. And you would never know just from talking to him. And that's just the kind of coach he is. He ain't gonna let that stuff handle him. He's just going to go, and he's going to coach.
Daboll's an optimistic guy, cool as a cucumber, always bringing the juice every single day.
Had juice on the call.
Always has juice. I admire him to always have juice. If he's weighing 250 pounds, he has juice. If somehow he goes on a diet and he's weighing 180 pounds, he has juice. The guy has juice, and I love it.
And it's good juice.
Great juice.
Because sometimes you can have false juice.
Contagious.
Yeah, it's contagious juice. I remember walking by your guys' room, and you guys be playing fucking formation Jeopardy, and I just walk by and like, man, they have so much fun. They have so much juice in that room. Chatty-O had juice too, though. Chatty-O had juice.
Oh, Chatty-O definitely has juice. Love Chatty-O.
Getting back to the Giants, I'm excited for them this year. They have an unbelievable defensive line. Abdul Carter looks like a monster out there. They already have Dexter Lawrence, Raheem Nuez, Roaches, who's in the 11th year. Harris on the edge also. They got a couple of guys. They got the third rounder, another defensive end out of Toledo, Darius Alexander. They got like an unbelievable defensive line. Malik Neighbors is a stud. The Tracy running back kid last year was damn good. And you know Russell Wilson's going to take care of the football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson had, 30 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, 10 interceptions last year. What was his stats? He was pretty effective.
He played well.
Effective.
Yeah, he played well.
You know, he's not the Russell Wilson of the past where he's going to make 10 guys miss and throw a moonshot ball 60 yards down the field with his athleticism, but he's going to take care of the football, and he's going to probably put you in the best play. And I think Daboll could work with that, so I'm excited for that. Well, that Giants team.
All this Giants talk, Jules. What's the over/under you would say for wins this year for the New York Giants?
Oh, Nikes. What's Vegas got them at?
No, I want to hear yours. Where would you put them?
So before I hear Vegas, I would say 8.5.
I was going to say 8.
What's Vegas?
5.5.
Vegas has 5.5. Oh, I'm taking over all day.
Me too. I'm going over.
I'll take over.
Putting my bet in the FanDuel right after this.
And then one more thing on the Giants and naming Russell Wilson as their starter. I think it's good for Jackson Dart to see Russell Wilson as a professional. Okay, everyone can say what they want about Russell Wilson, but as a professional, you know he goes to work and brings his A-game positive attitude every single day. That's good for other guys to see. You know he goes in there and has a pre-workout that he does to get himself warmed up. You know he's got his probably body guy waiting for him in the parking lot because he's probably not allowed there anymore after the last case, but you see him taking care of his body. You definitely see Russell Wilson watching extra game film and probably is a nice enough guy to take in a rookie quarterback and say, hey, why don't you come watch with me? That's the kind of guy he is. So I think this is great for their first-round draft pick, too.
Mm-hmm. And Russell Wilson last year basically threw for 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions in 11 games.
16 and 5.
Like that's
11 games.
That's legit. And I feel like this year, with Daboll being his head coach, Daboll can bring the best out of you. I feel like you can see Russell Wilson bringing back that old school mentality, like from 2015, 2016, 2017 seasons when he was younger, and making guys miss again and bringing the best out of them, because that's what Daboll does. I had him as a coach for 3 years here in New England, Jules, and he gets the juice out of you, and I feel like he can get the juice out of Russell Wilson as well. So don't be surprised if you see him making some plays like back in the heyday when he was in his prime.
And he got Malik Neighbors, and Russell throws great deep balls.